wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All I'd do is just trap my family in a house and burn them. Sounds like a good plan.
What? That sounds like a news article I read recently.
Okay. The Italian Deus. What's that about? Yeah, well, we come to the most tactical, perhaps the best classic TDM map of them all. Grim Dungeons double power-up map, this one. A little bit more tactical than the previous two maps we've seen. In fact, we're going in descending order in terms of tactics, really, aren't we? Or ascending order, sorry.
Whatever you said, I wasn't listening.
Yeah. Well, perhaps the least tactical within Fortress.
Oh. What? I said
Going
it's
to
the
the
most
most
tactical.
This is the most tactical map, mate.
Second to Hidden Fortress.
Zyrinx getting caught out by Wynn's shotgun there, just putting XT in an early 3-1 frag lead. Of course, this doesn't really mean much. Yeah, look at that off the spawn. Wynn's is well up for this one.
Look at that stolen red. Oh, nearly Zyrinx stealing
Wasn't
the
the
red.
stolen red. Super Zyrinx doesn't come out on top there this time. Let's cycle around a little bit. Q50's not got too much. The power-ups are going to be up in a second. Wick going to drop down with a very nice armor stack. Dimitri with the quad power. I'm going to switch back to the quad. Yep, he did survive. He's warping a little bit. Is he just going to go through straight away? Might come up against the Battlesuit. No, Battlesuit went to the rail position. Wick, there's the quad. Oh, Dimitri knocking him up, but Wick counters him. I think Dimitri should have tried to stay in the main room a little bit there with that quad, rather than backing off and trying to take the battle in the room that gave the Battlesuit an advantage.
Well, he didn't have the weapons he would have wanted. If he'd had a lightning gun, I think he'd have been more positive and looked to stay out and fight him in the open. But he only had rockets and rail, and he missed his rail.
Well, I think he should have just backed off to the quad area and survived
Maybe,
it
yeah.
out. Switch round.
That's
FR.
right,
Well, look at this, an ambush attack. Dimitri does go down to FRS. Look at the spawn he got right in front of Gerpa there. He has got a teammate in support Q50. They're going to have to back off here, surely. Dimitri's very risky.
No, he won't.
Very risky here. He's still going. He's desperate for those shards. I mean, he did damage to Gerpa, but they lost a frag out of it. And
I don't think Gerp had any armor though. I think it was just a fresh spawner who'd been given a rocket launcher.
Well, following Zyrinx is getting that grenade launch. He's going to have 18 shots to spam that doorway and block it off from any opponent. He's got 120 armor, lightning gun in hand. He's going to pick it up again and be full ammo. He wants a teammate just to take that away. He doesn't want to waste it to get one extra ammo. 15 seconds before the quad. The grenade's been spammed in that doorway. The yellow armor is up. He has time to go and get it. I don't think he realises that. And this could be dangerous. I think the grenade player did just die at the front. 3 seconds to go before the quad. Zyrinx going to pick it up, go straight for that yellow probably. Gerpa with the battlesuit. So let's see which route Zyrinx takes. Going to take perhaps the rail route. No opposition there. Yeah, look at that spawn. Is it a spawn or is it a player? Look at the battlesuit's right there with Zyrinx. And he's trying to get in behind the quad. Yeah, he's actually done a great thing, gone up the bounce pad in behind the battlesuit. Look at that though.
Just too many XT players in the room for him to deal with.
Well, that's the danger, of course, going up a bounce pad. You're probably going to take entry damage, and then you're going to be in a very vulnerable position.
Yeah, and of course on this map, Quad relies on the support of his teammates a lot more than the battlesuit does. And when you're surrounded at all different angles in that red room with Quad, it's really hard to do anything. Dimitri
just pushing through that quad doorway there. Wick going to take him out with the LG. Look at the spawn. They are trying to come into this room now. I mean, just going back to that power-up, I think that's kind of the way it's going to work out with XT. They're just going to frustrate sitto as much as they can. Sitto are going to try and make all the moves. Apart from the ones XT make that are dead cert. And if they attack quad now, XT would take it over. Dimitri missing that rail on Gerpa and stop them having any chance of really getting in here. Might switch away from Gerpa, have a look at Q50. Sitto just giving Zyrinx the yellow. We'll just see how important Zyrinx is to them to get all the items. Zyrinx Going down for maybe the lower yellow and rocket now. He really needs to double stack this yellow actually, because that's all they're going to have for the power up. Straight at the bounce pad. Going to double up, triple that yellow. That's a really intelligent play there, actually getting 3 yellows out of that when they're in a bad position. He's just going to rush through first, is he?
His teams are going ahead of him and clear this, because there's going to be ambushes on these corners. Well dealt with.
He's got inside the room. That's really nice play from Zyrinx. He can look to pin that battlesuit in there. Oh, he's run out of ammo. Not sure why he's running so close to the battlesuit there. Oh, God.
Well, a bit aggressive at the end, but unfortunately you'd have to say that he ran out of LG ammo. He had a good opportunity to be able to kill Gerpa's battlesuit when he had him pinned up against that wall above the red. That would have been a really nice kill, but just not enough ammo. Yeah,
it really was excellent play up to the point he ran out of ammo, and then I think he didn't realise, I think he had a rocket, didn't he, as well? And he could have just backed off and tried to look for the other frags like he did at first. You kind of have to, at some point, give up and try to frag the battlesuit sometimes. Gerpa's grabbed himself a railgun. He's going to go aggressive on this rail position. Dimitri only there to stop him, Gerpa and Wit with a machine gun. So XT have moved into this red. Let's cycle around a little bit. Q50 down below, waiting to go up the main bounce. Zyrinx just looking for a bit of health. He's got a lightning gun. He's got 65 armor as well. Dimitri waiting high at yellow. Hasn't got anything ready to work. And neither's Flash. I mean, they're not looking great, Sitto, at the moment.
That's good positive play of a lightning gun. It's really forced Gerpa. Wow, Gerpa's actually countered him well with that rocket. Quite important that he hit that rocket, because, you know, it was a lot of damage he took without returning any until that point.
Gerpa's managed to stack himself up pretty nicely again with 60 armor already, 86 health. He's got a railgun still. He's got the shotgun. And he's taken out 2 players there, and he's got a lightning gun. He's in such a dangerous position. Why didn't he keep pushed forwards?
I think he could have. He only had 1 player to deal with.
Yeah, he's playing very cautious for the position he would have been in. I mean, that 1 player was just going to have to come up the staircase. I mean,
had no choice, had to get on the quad. Gerpa gave up the position. Doesn't matter, really.
Let's switch around to the quad. He's going to go up the main bounce pad. FRS would have spotted him here. They need to go up quick if they're going to go. Zyrinx backs off, decides against it. Going to take the rail route, but he's surely been spotted again. Let's switch around to the battlesuit. No, battlesuit's in the shotgun room. He doesn't know where quad is. Quad coming through, takes out Wins. The second frag on Gerpa there. There's the battlesuit. Oh! Wins getting a machine gun kill in the back, and Wit just dropping down at the end of that battlesuit run for a nice red armor. It's about a 20 frag difference now in favour of XT.
Yeah, XT, they've really dominated this red armor position all game, and we've seen some attacks by Sitto. I mean, currently they're in there, but it's how strong of a lock do they have when they're in this position? Because at the moment, if you look at all their positions, it's not that strong.
Yeah, it's not ideal. No one really in this shotgun room yet. They're getting a little bit better. Someone at rail, someone at shotgun now. Watching at this rocket launcher point, we've got Zyrinx going to cycle away and see what FRS is in this rail position. Supporting a teammate, almost hit that rail, trying to back off, just bumping into each other. Let's cycle around the rest. Gerpa's picked up that rail, looking for that rail shot, and anybody pushing low to the yellow. Wins does have 65 armor, so he's going to be the danger man probably coming forwards, as he got a lightning gun as well. Look at some of the stats on the score. We're 14-5 in terms of red armors. XT's advantage, as you say, dominating it. 22-13 on the yellow suggests again Sitto being on the yellow side of the map. And that was also showing the power-ups. I mean, 4-4 on the power-ups, but 1 team all the quads and 1 team all the battlesuits. Adds up. 5 seconds to go before the power-ups. Wins looking for this upper yellow before the power-up spawns. His teammate did just die in front of him, actually. Zyrinx double stack red with the battlesuit, so Battlesuit's got a bit of an advantage here, and Wins has been blocked off. Let's see how quick the Battlesuit will get to him.
Ammo to take the Battlesuit
oh,
on.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He was on his own as well for. Zyrinx needs to do something with this power-up. Serious now. He's taken out the quad already. He's managed to get a red. How did he spot that?
What?
Did you see it? Wit just crouching there. anyway.
Oh, I saw his head.
I wouldn't even particularly look down there. I would have been focused on going to the yellows. Alex didn't make the yellows, but he did make it back for the red. Good frag on FRS, saves the day for his team in this room. Look at that off the spawn, FRS. If FRS gets a bad spawn here, he won't be happy. He got the shotgun spawn, which isn't the most awful spawn, but he did go down. Yeah, he's not too happy at all as he 5 spawns at red. Are you kidding me, he says. And now he's bringing Sitto back into it a little bit.
Yeah, after the dominant start XT had, we're at the halfway point, and Sitto is still in with a shout because they're within touching distance. I mean, 15 frags of difference. It's not too much on this map because you have a successful power-up play, you could dominate the map, and that score difference can disappear in no time.
Just some of the stats. 38% lightning gun for Zyrinx, 80% rail. He's going to get another red. How many reds must he have had? So they've had 10 reds, and I've seen him pick up at least 8.
Counted 8.
Most of them have been doubles, or you mean he triple stacked the last one?
It's like I said, I mean, if he has a great game, this can work, but it's a hell of a lot of pressure on him having a good game every time.
I mean, this is terrible position. You could see their setup there was abysmal. The battlesuit's been eliminated.
It doesn't matter, it's been stolen. It's wins now, free quad. No battlesuit to worry about.
I was going to mention it before we started, but Zyrinx was there and nobody else was looking in a position to actually support the battlesuit setup. And then, as soon as he dropped down, he heard somebody come in from above, so they hadn't even defended the shotgun room well. Just terrible play. Oh my god, Wins is going to be caught here. Oh, how did he get that frag and survive? And almost got another. I don't know how he survived that.
It was very lucky that he did.
He's going to get the low yellow out of this as well. Couldn't be going any better in a sense. No, you don't want a gun? Okay, fair enough. You want to probably go to your death.
Teammate didn't care about the drop rail.
Excellent.
Q50 hitting a nice few rockets there, but Wins just come out on top.
Great play by Wins.
64% rail. He had at least 3 impressives. And they maintained that 20 frag margin just as Sitto had started to sort of bring it back. I mean, it's still not enough to guarantee them a victory on this map, and power-up plays could bring that back very quickly.
In 2 seconds. Excellent.
Good work by FRS. He's picked up so many kills.
Brilliant play by FRS. Grabs the red as well. He's definitely having a great game tonight. Saw some excellent work from deep inside previously. Although that wasn't too great.
Cursed him, this commentator's curse. I told you to be careful with that.
I know, I mustn't give anybody any credit for their ability. In fact, I just must insult them and criticise them and their abilities so that they then prove me wrong instantly. 10 seconds to go until the power-ups. Let's cycle over to Sitto and see what... I mean, we always seem to end up on Zyrinx when they click next player, so that's perfect.
Well, you know he's going to be taking it, so...
Yes, we do. And they need to start pushing now if they're going to go through main. They aren't. Wit isn't really careful going on the bounce pad. Doesn't need to be on this occasion. Let's switch back to the quad who's running around on the ground. This could be a bit of a disaster for Zyrinx. I mean... And for Sitto, he seemed to be almost...
His teammates are dying all the time.
He sacrificed his teammates there and he's not going to gain anything out of this, in fact.
Really, it's his teammates' fault in a way. Zyrinx obviously wasn't ready to attack with the quad yet, and they're all attacking anyway. Yeah. That's either miscommunication or just stupidity. I don't know which.
Or maybe both.
Well, okay.
That's a very harsh way of looking at it. Zyrinx, we switch around to again. He's just died, and he's already got a yellow pickup. That is how much they give him on the maps. And let's have a look at the score. He's -1 net, 4k damage. It's just not going to be enough. Wins is 6k damage, 22 net for.
That's insane.
That's the difference between the 2 star players on these teams. And I have to say, Wit probably doesn't get nearly as much as Zyrinx does on the armors. Not like the preference anyway. I mean, Zyrinx gets everything. Look at this. And it's not like I'm against this tactically. I think for some teams this does work out well, and obviously for Sitto a lot of the time it does. But on a map like this, it's not as easy for one player to dominate. you are usually split. There's lots of tight corridors, etc. You need your players to be able to survive long periods of time. You see Dimitri just blocking off this doorway now. Is this the point? Maybe they delay the quad? Is this an option, Vor?
It's something to think about at this stage because the way the game's been playing so far, it hasn't worked for them.
Dimitri
and
should
now
mop
they
up
have
the
to
health.
think about doing something different.
Oh.
And it doesn't look like he's going to, though.
No, Wit's going to grab this battlesuit shot. I'm going to switch around. Zyrink's nice and stacked as well. It's just the delay on that. Oh my god, Wit almost failing big time. But the delay on the LG almost cost him getting into the room before the battlesuit. Yeah, he's on his own again, Zyrinx. Battlesuit can go aggressive and should easily take him out. Where was the rest of the Sitto team? They weren't there until it was too late.
No, exactly. I mean, last time they were attacking without Zyrinx being ready. This time they're just not doing anything while he's in there.
There's not that synchronicity about their team play at the moment that we're seeing from XT, who seem all in sync with each other. It's all well coordinated as a team. And the scoreline, there's a vast difference now. It's about 40 frag margin. There's still just over 4 minutes left. There's 2 sets of power-ups left to go. It is possible on this map, as we say, but I don't think it's very likely with the Sitto team. And especially if they're playing XT. XT are not just going to throw away hundreds of frags.
No, not unless FRS gets more bad luck on spawns and spawns, you know, right in front of Sitto another 50 times.
Yep, again, a nice shotgun frag here. In this doorway, he doesn't need to play it risky, he can just sit back. Hit some rail shots, hit some rockets. Did hit a bit of a rocket there, so net gain. Go around to Wit, who is 100, but missed a little bit of a push there, it seemed like.
Well, it was a solo push by Dimitri, and something we've seen a bit too much from Sitto is pushing when there's no point, because you're not going to be ready to attack as a team, and it's just suicidal.
I tell you what, Sitto are in an awful position. We just switched around to Zyrinx. Well, he's died, he's spawned, he's just waiting on the battlesuit, but he's down. Flash picking up the quad. Wind steals that health off him. Where's this battlesuit? Q50's managed to get it. So, despite me saying they're in a terrible position, they managed to get both power-ups. Maybe it was quite lucky, considering Q50 lolling. Neither is particularly strong though. Flash 94-17. He does have a lightning gun and grenade launcher, hitting 29% lightning gun. That's enough for some quad kills. 25-11 is the stack for Q50. He's got a lightning gun and rocket. 23 LG. Not quite so good either. Q50 thinks he's gonna fail the jump here. I thought he was gonna make it.
He's got
yeah.
forward momentum, doesn't he?
I thought he would, yeah.
Prepare to fight. 3, 2, 1, fight.
There you go. Don't know what he was worried about. Well, they have got double power. I mean, they can try and take advantage of it. They switch around to the quad, who's just chasing 1 kill below. Gonna have to be quick. Takes out FRS. He's got 9 seconds left with this quad run. Look at the FRS's spawns today. Have been laughable.
2 frags in 2 seconds. Excellent.
Oh wow. It's still not going to come the way of Sitto, is it? Or just
no, it's not.
A couple of
Not going
to Zyrinx again. Just getting very lucky on getting to his pole, and the guy who's got all the weapons and all the armor. There he goes, gets another. I love to see the kind of pickup stats he's got after this map.
Yeah, we'll see at the end, won't we?
It's gonna, well, he'll probably disconnect 2 both across the Novus, but
I'll be on my fingers on the buttons straight away. We'll see.
fingers on the buttons.
Yeah,
And then you'll...
Buttons to look at the stats.
Little button. Oh, click on that button. There's a bit of a difference between the quad now. 5-second gap. That's enough to get the quad in very good position to take out the bounce suit coming up the bounce pad. XT might want to choose to go to quad first. For this final power up, I'm going to cycle around, see who's in that position from the Sitto team. It looks like Flash, but nobody's got anything as yet. They did just take a yellow. It looks like XT just going to set up, because they haven't got too much to attack either for this battle suit.
Well, there's no pressure on them, is there? They're not going to lose. Doesn't matter if Dimitri gets in with this or not.
He probably, if the battle suit does go out, the bounce pad would have killed him, but Whip doing the sensible thing, going a long route round. That's intelligent play. There's the quad though, rushing through. I'm going to switch to him. He's picked up that yellow. Does take a lump of damage from that rocket launcher. And they did get the frag on the battle suit, committing 3 players to get it, one of which was the quad. XT come out victorious in this 3rd map against Sitto in this semi-final. And that puts Xenatorium in the final of the ESL Activity Masters Cup 4.
Masters.
What did I say? Masters.
Yeah.
Matters. I like Masters better word. More suitable.
It doesn't make sense, but yeah, I prefer it.
Yeah. And there you go, last few seconds going out. Let's have a look at some of the stats on the scoreboard. And
Be ready,
to
be
click.
ready.
Are we getting ready to click? Statistics. Zyrinx.
9 reds, 20
9
yellows.
Reds, 20 yellows. Nobody really close. Dimitri 15 yellows. FRS
Well, if you think
9
about-
reds as well.
He got 9 reds, his team got 17. What did I say for yellows?
22 was it?
20, I think. So
We can go and
51
check
for his
stats.
team, and then 20 yellows he took. So he gets
Half.
a real high percentage of their items, and there's so much pressure on him to actually be the one who then makes things happen for the team. And if they rely on him too much, then any time he has a slight off game, not going to win.